Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Itawamba Community College. Register for the spring semester at Wallet Hub's #1 community college in the state by visiting apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College, the best start here. Good morning and welcome to this December the 17th edition of the ICC Hour, here being presented by Renaissance Bank on Super Talk Mississippi. I'm Adam Gore and we've got a jam-packed show coming your way this morning. We're going to continue our focus on the Belden Center, and we're going to talk to Sanders Bell, the youth coordinator of the Gateway program, and also Stephanie Kitchens, who is the WIOA Career Coach. We'll also have Josh Gammill come in. He's the pathway coordinator at the Belden Center as well. And then later in the show, we'll wrap up today talking with Keshun Parker, who was named NJCAA National Defensive Player of the Year. We'll also have comments from Coach Sean Cannon and Dr. Jay Allen about that award there for Keshun. So that's going to be our show today here for the ICC Hour, coming up right here on Super Talk Mississippi.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Well, as we start the show off today, as we said, we're going to talk with Sanders Bell, the youth coordinator for the Gateway program, and Stephanie Kitchens, WIOA Career Coach, to learn a little bit more about what they do and what they offer over there at the Belden Center. Of course, if you don't know a lot about the Belden Center, I do encourage you to visit iccms.edu/workforce. That's iccms.edu/workforce, or stop by the Belden Center, and somebody would be more than happy to help you out there. So we had these interviews last month, and we're going to continue our focus on the Belden Center here on the ICC Hour, presented by Renaissance Bank. All right, so guys, real quick, we're talking with Sanders Bell and Stephanie Kitchens. And Sanders, we'll let you start and kind of introduce yourself and tell everybody what you do.
Okay, sure. My name is Sanders Bell. I am the youth coordinator of the Gateway program.
And then Stephanie.
I'm Stephanie Kitchens. I am a WIOA Career Coach with the in the WIN Job Center here at Belden.
Okay, so all right, so the Gateway Youth Program. Sanders, tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. What we do is we provide work experience for 16 to 24-year-olds.
Okay.
Kind of the non-traditional students. They may need a GED or something like that. They come in with us, about a week of training, we get them a job. We can pay for up to 120 hours of work experience.
Oh, wow. So what can somebody expect if they're coming into this program? Like, what would they do, or what do they need to know coming in?
Well, they will do the work keys assessment, something that Stephanie can sign them up for, but we also do training. We call it essential job skills training. What that is soft skills, come to work on time, don't play on your phone, stuff like that.
And it's funny because this has come up in some of our other interviews as well, and both you guys feel free to chime in on this. A lot of people may be like, really? You got to teach that? But,
Yes.
you know, this is the thing, because like Raphael and I talked about this, you know, when we came up, you know, you had classes that may have taught you how to change a tire. But now all this is kind of assumed learning. You know, people automatically know this, but it's not the case, and a lot of times people just don't think about things like that.
That's right. We go over some of those same things. You know, mainly what I work with are adults on the adult side, but even on the adult side, sometimes we have to remind them, you know, the job starts at 7 or 8 o'clock. That does not mean 7:15 or 8:15. I handle most all work keys testing here at the Belden Center. So I have a time set that they have to come in for testing, and if they miss that time, then there are consequences for missing that time unless they have called ahead. I do give them the opportunity to call ahead, but you know, people, they lose the phone numbers or whatever, and those are some of those responsibilities that Sanders and Mr. Kennard go over in that soft skills class. keep up with information and be at work on time, be at testing on time, be at class on time.
Right.
That's the only way you can succeed.
What we did was we talked to the employers.
Right.
We went to them and we said, what is it that you need? They said, we want somebody who can show up on time.
Yeah.
So we cover that. Someone that's not playing on their phone, we cover that. Just those small things, like you said, we take for granted, that we think they should already know. So we basically, we don't build them down, tear them down and build them up, but we do, start from the bottom and kind of take it from there.
And I noticed on my sheet it says they're eligible for 120 hours of paid work experience.
Paid by the college.
Paid by the college. Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit more, because and there's a lot of programs here at the Belden Center that people may not realize. One, yes, you get the work experience, but two, you get paid to get it at the same time. So if you're getting paid to get experience, that's something, one, experience everybody wants in a resume, but two, to get paid to get that experience. A lot of times you just have to go out and volunteer and suck it up and not get paid for it, but now for you to be able to get paid for that, that's very valuable.
And that's beneficial to the employer as well, who may not have the training dollars. Then Sanders can come in and assist with.
Yeah, they get about 3 weeks to see, if they're going to work out or not. If they don't have to hire them. There's no obligation, and we can actually help them with something else. If they complete work experience, we can pay for short-term training. So
Okay.
yeah.
So it's kind of a safety net, I guess you could say, for
Absolutely.
employers, and that's got to feel good as an employer, knowing that one, you're getting people that's trained, so they're going to be able to come in and do the job.
That's right.
But two, they're going to get people they can rely on. Reliability is so big today.
Right.
And you guys are going to be like, okay, well, this person's not ready. Let's work to get them ready. So just talk about that, that being such a valuable asset for these for the situation.
That process, it sounds real simple. We say a week of training.
Yeah.
But sometimes, there's remediation. Not everyone who comes through is ready to start work. So we kind of hold them back, especially if they need to get their HSC, high school equivalency. We can send them through the GED department, kind of, get them ready. Then we'll try them again. But what I do is I make sure they're ready before they go out.
Right.
Because if not, it looks bad on us.
Yeah.
So we try to make sure we say trained, before they go. And, with the Gateway program, there's a lot of people who come back. And they say, I didn't finish. Can I finish now? We have open arms. Come back in. We'll help you.
All right, so where can somebody sign up for these Gateway programs?
You can sign up here in Belden. You can sign up in Houston, Mississippi. You can sign up in Amory and Pontotoc.
All right, and where would they need to go to those? Is it
The WIN Centers.
The WIN
Yes, sir.
Centers there.
The WIN
Okay.
Centers.
All right, another thing we're going to talk about, Ms. Stephanie, is the adult and dislocated worker programs as well. A lot of great information on this. So kind of just give a quick overview of that.
Well, of course, all of our services are offered through the WIN Job Centers here on the Belden campus. We have offices in Amory, Pontotoc, and Houston, Mississippi. All of those services are free to anyone who comes in the door.
That's awesome.
If they need to use a computer, maybe they don't have internet access at home, then they can come into the WIN Job Center. If they need to print out copies of that resume, all of those are free. We don't charge for any copies. We do not charge to use the fax machine if they need to fax things. And a lot of people think that the WIN Job Center is just for jobs.
Right.
We also have partnerships here in the WIN Job Center at Belden with Mississippi Department of Rehabilitation Services. We have a person here Monday through Friday, and she can assist with any services that they may need. Also, we have a partnership with Mississippi Department of Human Services, and then we also have our major partnership with Mississippi Department of Employment Security. And of course, they can sit down with anyone who comes in who's wanting to look for a job, or maybe they're wanting to look for a better job.
Right.
And they have access to all the jobs in the state of Mississippi. Used to, people thought you had to visit that particular job center. Now, with Mississippi Department of Employment Security's new Mississippi Works page, they can look online. If they find a job online on the Mississippi Works app, then they can write down that job number, come in and talk to an interviewer, and apply for that job. And they can do that if they're looking for a job here around the Tupelo area, or even down Biloxi, Mississippi.
Wow.
They don't have to go to that particular job center. They can come here if they live here and maybe looking to relocate.
Yeah.
So all of that has been changed in the past few years, which is great. so they can come into their nearest WIN Job Center. And that's what we encourage everyone to do, is to visit their nearest WIN Job Center. And like I said, they can look for jobs, look for better jobs, look for any of these services that they may be needing.
One cool thing I see on this list is you assist with updating resumes. That could be something that's very intimidating.
Yes.
I've had to update mine a few times, and I look at it and I'm just like, what can I do to make my resume stand out amongst other other people looking for a job? Not saying I'm looking for a job now, but before then. But just talk about just the resume itself, because that's a lot of people that don't do it, but that is something that could be intimidating.
The resume is very intimidating, and a lot of times when we mention resumes, people's eyes get real big, and then they start trying to remember everywhere that they've worked. So what we do try to encourage, and even through the gateway classes, we try to encourage them to keep a little notebook somewhere. Keep it in the console of your car, but keep something where you write down dates, maybe where you've worked, write down the company name, and write down a few ideas about what you did as far as your skill set there at that particular company. Bring all of that in. We won't type it for you, but we will assist you, and there are templates and things that we have set up in the resource room here at the WIN Center that you can sit down and create that resume. Depending on how much information, it may take anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour or 2 hours or all day. It just kind of depends, whatever you need to do. But we do have people here in the WIN Center who can sit down with you and kind of try and help you remember dates and those type things, skills that you've done. A lot of people forget about, if they've worked at a particular job for so long, they forget about some of those other skills that they did at a previous job. And that's okay. We try and help you remember those things.
You live life on your own terms. You won't be told what you can't do. And we're here to back you. From the boardroom to the big stage, Renaissance Bank supports women striving for success. Because greatness isn't held to anyone's expectations, except yours. So if anyone says you can't, prove them wrong. Rise with Renaissance, supporting women in the communities they influence every day.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And it's everything. ICC Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man, because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. ICC Community College, the best start here.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Itawamba Community College. Registration for the spring semester at Wallet Hub's #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country is open now through December the 18th, weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the Student Affairs offices on both the Fulton and Tupelo campuses. You can also register by visiting apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College, the best start here. And welcome back to the ICC Hour being presented by Renaissance Bank. We're going to continue our conversation now with Sanders and Stephanie. Of course, Sanders Bell, as we said, the youth coordinator for the Gateway program, and Stephanie Kitchens, the WIOA Career Coach, both working over there at the Belden Center. We're going to find out a little bit more about what this job really means to them and kind of the rewarding parts of it as we continue our conversation here on the ICC Hour presented by Renaissance Bank. Now, guys, you've talked about a lot of great things today, and you do such valuable work here for not only the ICC, but for the Northeast Mississippi area, for people that want to take advantage of this. You're almost in the, well, you're not almost, you're in the business of changing lives and helping people improve themselves in the future. How does that make you feel when you get to what I call the thank you level, where people come back and show that gratitude for you helping them take that next step in life? How does that make that feel? And both of you guys, feel free to chime in.
Well, for me, like I said, it keeps me going. Sometimes it's hard. They come in, they don't do everything you need them to do to be successful, but the ones that do, they always come back. And like you said, it's that thank you moment. What I call it is the light bulb moment.
Right.
They see that they can do more than they thought they could. And so, that, like I said, it keeps me going. There are times here where it's hard. You know, the students, the participants, they disappoint you a little bit. You go to bat for them and they don't do it. Or you send them to work and they quit on you. But, you know, the ones that come back, they make me, you know, wake up every morning at 5 o'clock and get here at 6:30 and start over again, so.
Of course, too, we get frustrated sometimes at all the paperwork and things that we have to keep up
Right.
with. But it is that, oh, wow factor. When they come back in and they see that resume that they actually completed, that they actually thought of, or they got the job,
Yeah.
or they scored better on their work keys test than what they thought they were going to. It is that wow factor that kind of, as Sandra said, keeps you going. Not everyone comes in and says, thank you so much, but
Right.
those ones who do. I also deal with individual training accounts, which is where we help fund if someone is finishing up a career tech program, and we'll come in and maybe help them pay for their testing fees, such as nursing or PTA. So when those people come back in and they have some type of little trinket or something that they want to give me because we help them out.
Yeah.
We help them be able to provide for their family in a better way. Those are those moments when you say, I'm doing what I was meant to be doing.
And all it takes is one.
Yeah.
That's right.
All it takes is
It's
one.
just that one person.
And that's got to be a true blessing for
Very
both of
much
you
so.
guys in what y'all do. One final question, and this is one I like to ask everybody, and it's a little special question. What does ICC mean to you?
ICC to me, I would be what you'd call one of those non-traditional students. Of course, I did start out as a traditional student, and I took a little different path. When I had my daughter, I was finishing up a 2-year degree. Before I got to that finishing the 2-year degree, I had gotten one of those little letters that said, you either get it this time or you're going to have to sit out.
Right.
Which meant in my parents' world, you're going to have to go to work. So I took a keyboarding class. I got an A, which I was proud of that A. That's
Right.
about one in few that I had gotten. But I had gotten that A. So then I decided to change majors. So then I came back and I went through the computer programming program and loved it. But then I had my daughter, so I decided I want something more.
Right.
I want something more for her.
Right.
So I decided to go and talk to Mississippi State. Well, Mississippi State looked at my transcript from fooling around the first time, and they said, well, I tell you what, go back and pick up some of these classes, get a better score, come back and talk to us in a year. So as a single mom, I came back to ICC, also got to do some work study time. And during that work study time, I was in the registrar's office on the Fulton campus under Dr. Jeff Coate and Tammy Deal. And they were awesome. And just having that family, that is when I decided I'm coming to work for ICC. After I went back to state, I enrolled into the bachelor's program, got into the bachelor's program, and I was so excited. And then after I had been there for a little bit, again, it was that family. So that's when I decided to go back and continue to get my master's. Got my master's degree, and I came back to ICC. But this time, I was holding that diploma in my hand, and they said, we have a place for you.
That's awesome.
So ICC to me is family. ICC, as Barry had said earlier, Sanders and I have talked before, so ICC is my world. I love ICC. And I truly feel that if there's a will, there's a way, and ICC will find that way.
That's awesome.
For me, it's more about opportunity. I look at ICC, it's all about opportunities, and it's what you make of it. From the students to my coworkers. Whatever I want to do, somebody's going to help me do it. And Stephanie kind of touched on the family aspect of it. Yeah, Stephanie probably knows more about my family than she would probably care to. But that's how we are. You know, we greet each other every morning. We talk about what happened the night before, the day before, the week before, whatever it is. And if she needs something, we'll all rally together and help her. If I need something, they'll rally for me. And like I said, that opportunity, moving up here, you know, I don't feel stuck. I don't feel like no one cares. I don't feel like no one listens. You know, I can go to anyone. I can go talk to Becky if I want to.
Right.
So, you know, for me, it's family and opportunity.
Well, guys, we appreciate the job y'all do here at the Belden Center, and also being such valuable members of the ICC family and all the good you're doing for so many people out there. I know there's people that might be seeing you or listening to you right now that may have not said it, but appreciate y'all so much. So thank you all for being awesome members of the ICC family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
At Renaissance Bank, we understand your company deserves individualized attention that will support your company's goals. Whether you're looking to finance or lease equipment, we offer flexible options to help you secure capital for your assets. Whether you're a transportation company looking to expand your fleet, a telecommunications company upgrading your capabilities, or anything in between, we can help you. We offer finance agreements or capital leases, tax leases, and track leases, as well as tax-free financing for municipalities and 501c3s. We've been providing financial services to businesses like yours for over a century. So let us show you how Renaissance Bank's equipment financing and leasing can benefit your company. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Itawamba Community College. Registration for the spring semester at Wallet Hub's #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country is open now through December the 18th, weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the Student Affairs offices on both the Fulton and Tupelo campuses. You can also register by visiting apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College, the best start here. And welcome back again here to the ICC Hour on Super Talk Mississippi. As always, the ICC Hour being presented by our friends over at Renaissance Bank. Don't forget to visit RenaissanceNation.com and RenaissanceBank.com to find out more about how Renaissance can help you there. Locations all throughout the Southeast. We're going to shift gears now here in the ICC Hour, and we're going to continue our focus on the Belden Center. And this time we're going to talk with Josh Gammill. He is the Pathway Coordinator on the Belden Center. We're going to find out what he does and some of the offerings they have there through the Pathway. So we'll go to that interview now here on the ICC Hour being presented by Renaissance Bank. All right, Josh, busy day here on the Belden Center. I've learned so much about the Belden Center today, and you're part of the Career Pathway. So take an opportunity to introduce yourself, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do here at the Belden Center.
Okay, yes, my name is Josh Gammill. I am the Pathway Coordinator here at the ICC Belden campus. And so I guess my role here is I am tasked with getting individuals to get connected with training that is going to connect them with a job.
Okay.
All right, that's the big idea that we're going with. So, you know, we may have individuals that come in, they don't really know exactly what they want to do. So we sit down with them, we talk with them about what their interests are, we try to help them identify what kind of career path they want to go down, and then I get them connected with training opportunities that we offer here at the Belden Center, and try to get them connected with that so they can get the training that they need to go out and get that job. And when we say pathway, we're referring to our short-term, non-credit training programs. So these are not training programs that are going to last 2 years. They're going to be anywhere from 6 weeks up to a semester 16 weeks long. You don't have to have an ACT score to take these classes, but you can take them, get enrolled, and then our idea is we want you to be able to get a job, but also the pathway turn there. We want it to be able to lead into some further training at some of our 2-year programs at ICC. So just kind of a general idea of what we're doing here.
Okay, and you mentioned you don't have to take the ACT.
That's right.
All right, so what are some of the requirements to get enrolled?
Okay, so for most of our pathway programs, you have to have the work keys test. If people aren't familiar with the work keys, that's just a test. It is sponsored by ACT. There's 3 sections to it. There's a math section, a reading section, and then I call it a graph section, where you're getting information and pulling from graphs and charts and stuff. There's different levels to it. You can score a bronze, a silver, a gold, or a platinum. So for most of our training programs that we're offering, we want you to have at least a silver score on that. The only one that is a gold score is our pharmacy tech program, and that's the one that's just a little bit above the silver score there. And so the idea behind that is there's certain curriculum that is involved with each of these classes. So we want to make sure that the individuals that are signing up, that we feel like they have a good chance of being able to complete that curriculum. So that's why we require that.
All right, and so let's talk about some of the options.
Okay.
And I say some of the options. There's lots of them, and that may be what people don't realize is there's a lot of opportunities and options for you here in the career pathways.
That's right, yeah. So our pathway programs, our workforce programs, there's actually 12 that we have developed right now. And so we have, in our area, we have identified 4 sector strategies, all right? So you have healthcare, you have manufacturing, and more specifically advanced manufacturing. You have transportation and logistics, and then you have technology as well. So our pathway programs, we're trying to have training programs that we offer that are within those 4 sector strategies. So in the manufacturing, we have manufacturing basic skills that we offer. That is an area recognized credential. We have a construction pathway that we offer. In healthcare, we have CNA, which is Certified Nursing Assistant. We have a pharmacy technician, phlebotomy technician, and if you don't know what that is somebody that will draw blood from individuals. So that's not my cup of tea.
But me and you both on that one.
Right,
I'm out on that one.
But some people enjoy doing that type of work, so we have that type of training. And then we have EMT Basic, which is a step below a paramedic. And again, as I mentioned earlier, so that would be a lead into our paramedic program that we have here, which is one of the big things we're really pushing towards is flowing people from our non-credit to our credit programs. Transportation, we have a wonderful commercial truck driving program. This is probably going to change here in the next couple of months, but right now it's a 4-week program. We may have to expand that to a 6-week or 8-week program. But you come in, you get the training that you need, you can go get your CDL license, so you'll be able to go out and go over the road, drive 18-wheelers, big trucks, that type of stuff. Let's see, we also have our quality management that would fall under our manufacturing side. We have entrepreneurship. We have food service. That's another one that we have that we have started offering in the last couple of years. Only 4 weeks long, so they come in, they get that training, and we actually have internships involved with that. So each Friday, those individuals that are going through food service, they go to the restaurant that they've been connected with. They can go there and work on Fridays and kind of get a little bit of experience, and hopefully that's going to lead to a job.
And that's one we've covered before, and it's really interesting to see.
It is.
And it goes for all these career pathway opportunities as well. You do dive right into it. I mean, you get the experience, you know what you're going to do, and that's what makes these career pathways so valuable is these employers that get these people from these programs know they're getting people that are ready to work and ready to go.
That's right, yeah. For food service, yes, our instructor, Miss Christie, she is high energy.
Yes.
She's been in the restaurant industry for a long time, and she has a lot of connections. And so, she can, like you said, you just dive right in with the curriculum, and you get your hands dirty, for lack of a better term, and you really learn what's going on in that restaurant industry. And the same with our other programs. These are things we've been offering for so long, especially our healthcare. We just have such good relationships with the employers in the area. And then our manufacturing classes as well. Our instructors that are coming in to teach, these are guys that have been in the manufacturing sector for, some of them 30 years, and now they're coming back and teaching these classes, so there's a ton of experience you can gain there. And, the whole idea behind all these pathways is it's short term, but we want you to be able to come in and get this training so you can go right to get to work if you want to. If you want to keep going to school, that's what we want you to do that, but you'll be able to get a job in the meantime, kind of while you're waiting for classes to begin in August or January or whatever the case may be. So.
And the really cool thing about this is, for people that might be considering it, a lot of people here going to ICC, it's a 2-year college. Mm-hmm. These are not 2-year courses. These are sometimes 16 weeks, obviously some, a semester, a little less, that you can come in and get trained and work right away.
Right. Yeah, you sure can. And that's, so I mentioned industry sectors that we've identified. So what that means is that these are areas that there are jobs available within our region. So we're not just going to try to train you in something that you're not going to be able to go out and get a job. These are things you get the credential with the idea that there are jobs available. Yeah. And you're right. So they're short term. Most of, or all of them are less than 16 weeks. Some of them as short as 6 weeks. Or food service is only 4 weeks. And the good thing about most of them is too, you can actually work while you're doing them. We offer a lot of them at night, 2 nights a week. So you can still have a family. You can still work full time if you choose to do that while you're pursuing these pathway opportunities.
Now, I know a lot of people might be hesitant because of cost, but there are some grant opportunities and other opportunities to assist with the cost of these.
Yeah, sure. First of all, I'll say that the costs, relatively speaking, are fairly cheap.
It's affordable. Becky went over some of those, and I'm looking at the prices. I'm like, wow, these for the investment in yourself and the return on investment, it's unreal.
Right. Yeah, sure. And some people are able to pay that out of pocket, and we appreciate that for sure. But sometimes life happens, and people aren't able to be able to pay that tuition. And so the good thing about our Belton campus, we do have several options as far as grants go that we can help individuals out with that. We have an application process that we go through to make sure there is a financial need there. But if we identify that financial need, we want to help individuals to be able to get connected with that training and help them with their tuition. Just want to eliminate any barriers that may be in place. Depending on what grant we're going with, depending on what funding is available, we can even sometimes offer fuel cards for individuals if they're having trouble getting back and forth to campus. We've been able to help out with supplies in the past with some of our grants. So these grants are great. Our funding agencies that are providing this have been wonderful to work with, but we just want to eliminate any barriers that may prevent people from being successful in whatever training opportunity they choose.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Itawamba Community College. Registration for the spring semester at Wallet Hub's #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country is open now through December the 18th, weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the Student Affairs offices on both the Fulton and Tupelo campuses. You can also register by visiting apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Zelle is the new way to move money, and it's already included inside your Renaissance Bank mobile app. No additional downloads, no additional signups. Whether you're paying a friend back for pizza or chipping in for gas, Zelle lets you send money quickly to almost anyone in your contacts. Here's how it works. Open the Renaissance app, log in, and tap the blue button with the white plus sign on it, and select Zelle. Choose Send, Request, or Split. Pick who you want to exchange money with, either from your contacts or by entering a phone number or email. Choose the account you want to pay with and select an amount. Review and confirm. To stay organized, you can even include a short description of what each payment is for. That's it. Your money is on the move. Most payments take place in just minutes. No need to download another app. It all happens inside here. Balance the bill, split the check, and pay your way with Zelle. To learn more about Zelle, visit RenaissanceBank.com or download the Renaissance Bank mobile app to start using Zelle today. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Get a Little Caesars large, extra most bestest stuffed crust pizza, topped with pepperoni and cheese, and stuffed with over 3 feet of cheese in the crust. That's right, we stuffed cheese into the crust of the pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $9. Try our convenient app and Pizza Portal pickup.
Pizza. That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour here on Super Talk Mississippi, being presented by Renaissance Bank. Visit RenaissanceNation.com. We're going to step right back into our interview with Josh Gammill, the Pathway Coordinator over at the Belden Center. We're going to find out just how invested they are in the students, not only while they're at Belden, but throughout their careers as well. So once again, the ICC Hour being presented by Renaissance Bank. So let's go step back in that interview with Josh Gammill, the Pathway Coordinator at the Belden Center.
And that's one thing that everybody we've talked with today is you guys are invested in the student's success, not just while they're here at Belden, but once they leave, and you want to see them go on and be successful and have these opportunities not only change their lives, but maybe even change the direction of the lives of their families, in the future. So just talk about that mindset for not only you, but the entire Belden Center here. That's got to be pretty rewarding.
Yeah, sure. And I mentioned the grants in my role, so Pathway Coordinator, but I am there also to be a resource for individuals that are going through this training program. So if any problems come up before they get enrolled or during, I'm there. The grants also have career navigators that go along with those, so those individuals are there to be a support system too. So many of the people that we encounter that are coming, they don't have a good support system, and so just having somebody here that they can lean on, especially if you're an adult learner, you've been out of school for a little while, it takes a little bit to get back in the swing of things, to get used to it, and so people have a lot of questions about what do I need to do here, what do I need to do there, and just having somebody that they can rely on to help them with that is big. And then, we see them through the whole training process, right? And then, we never guarantee anybody that, hey, you're going to come in here and you definitely have a job when you leave. But we are there to help you get connected with work. You never know who we're going to talk to that says, hey, I need a couple CNAs, and then we can refer the individuals there. We can help people with resumes, with interviewing skills, anything that's going to help prepare them to find employment once they get done with their training. Yeah, we're here to help.
That's awesome. Now, I know for this video that people are watching and maybe listening on the radio right now as well, some of these start dates, they're going to vary from time to time, but kind of just touch on these start dates and then maybe where they can find out some more information as well.
Yeah, so typically with any of our pathways, we're going to have 2 big start dates. So you're going to have some that start in August at the beginning of the semester, and then you're going to have some that start, or most all of them are going to start in January at the beginning of the spring semester. So in our case right now, our manufacturing skills basic class is going to begin on January the 13th. And that is going to be a day class, Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. to 12 noon. And you come 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, as I said. That'll be a 6-week program. Let's see, our business office specialist, I didn't mention that one earlier, but that is you get introduced to the Microsoft Office suite with QuickBooks, all that kind of good stuff to help you work in an office setting. That one's going to start on Tuesday, January the 14th. 2 nights a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that one will run for 16 weeks. Food service is also going to begin on the 13th of January, so that's 5 days a week for 4 weeks. Truck driving, we don't have a specific date, but we will, depending on what the class enrollment looks like. Probably the first week we're back from the holidays, the first week of January, or that second week of January, we'll have class starting then. And then all of our healthcare programs, typically those are going to start either that 13th or 14th of January when we get back. So as you can see, we have a lot of offerings that are going to begin right when we come back. We'll usually hold another CNA class sometime throughout the first semester, maybe around the end of March or so. Same with manufacturing skills. And food services every 4 weeks. Truck driving will be right now every 4 weeks, and maybe we may have to extend that, but it's continuous as well. So we have options for anybody that's looking to enroll in these. We have different start dates. We offer classes at different times of the day, night and day. So we try to really accommodate anybody that's looking to get that training.
All right, well, somebody's interested. How can they learn more and where can they sign up?
Yeah, so I would be happy to talk to anybody that has any questions. So the first thing you can do is you can contact me if you are interested in any of these pathway programs. My number is 662-407-1569. You can also go to our website, www.iccms.edu. In the top right corner, there's a workforce tab. Click on that, and there will be a pathway tab right there. You can click on that, and it has all of our offerings there. It has start dates and all that kind of good stuff, and contact information of who you would call if you're interested in doing that.
Well, I know you guys are always looking to expand your offerings.
Sure.
So what if there is a business or maybe an industry or somebody in the workforce that's looking for some extra training? Could they get in touch with you on that as well?
Sure, I would love to speak with anyone on that. And as I mentioned, we want to offer training programs where we have identified needs in the community, right? So right now, I know for nursing assistants specifically, there's so many healthcare providers, they need a bunch of CNAs, okay? So yeah, if there's any company or anything like that in the area and they have a big need for training programs to get employees, we'd definitely like to speak with them and be willing to work on putting together some kind of training program that we can offer to help them get people trained to come in and do the work that they're needing.
All right, once again, give them that information, how to contact you.
Yeah, phone number 662-407-1569 and our website, iccms.edu.
All right, Josh, one question that I've asked everybody today, and it's got a lot of different answers, but one of them has always circled around to that family, and that's the family aspect we have here at ICC. Sure. What does ICC mean to you?
Yeah, you mentioned family, and so that's what it is. Everybody that is employed here, especially at the Belden Center, we all work together. We have great teamwork. And so what we're looking to do is we want to provide students with the opportunity that they want and that they need, right? So if that's education to get them connected with work, or if that's a pathway to get them enrolled back into the nursing program or any other program that they're interested in, we want to be a resource for them. We want to be a shoulder that they can lean on to provide them with the support that's necessary for them to be successful. So that's the big idea. We want any student that comes in, we want to identify what their needs and wants are, and then we want to help them be successful. And then our team that is here at the Belden Center, I think we can really, we've done well at being able to provide that. Just working with our continuing ed program, and now we also have Dr. Emily Tucker that is on board at the Belden Center. She is actually an advisor on the credit side, so just having everybody here in one spot is really a no wrong door policy. If you're needing to come in and get start with your GED, we can refer you to our adult ed program, and then we can just transition you on throughout the whole process. So whatever you need, we'll be able to fix you up at the Belden Center.
Well, Josh, I appreciate your time out of your day, but more importantly, I appreciate everything that you and the rest of the crew do here at Belden. I won't call it the best kept secret, but kind of the big pulse of the ICC family, and you guys do a great job, and I appreciate you taking time out of the day.
Yeah, thank you.
When I was looking for a college back in the day, I'm from Amory, Mississippi, just 30 minutes down the road, and I'm a homebody, and I had to commute, and I said, I need to go to a college that's not too far from home. And I heard of ICC. And once I stepped on campus, I knew this is the junior college I need to be at. I didn't think of another college. I said, this is it. When I stepped on campus, the atmosphere, it just was drawn to me. And I felt like this is where I belong. I belong here at Itawamba Community College. Because at that moment, I knew this is the best junior college on the planet. This is where I need to be. This is where I was planted. And that's why I am what I am today, because of Itawamba Community College.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Itawamba Community College. Registration for the spring semester at Wallet Hub's #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country is open now through December the 18th, weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the Student Affairs offices on both the Fulton and Tupelo campuses. You can also register by visiting apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College. The best start here. And welcome back one final time here on the ICC Hour presented by Renaissance Bank. Visit renaissancebank.com for more information on how they can help you financially. And also don't forget about renaissancernation.com there as well. Well, it was a big honor last week for our sophomore linebacker Keshun Parker out of Calhoun City as he was named the National Defensive Player of the Year by the NJCAA, the first ICC football player to earn that honor. And we had a chance to catch up with Keshun along with Coach Sean Cannon and Dr. Jay Allen to talk about this honor. All right, Keshun, first ever ICC football player to be named Defensive Player of the Year nationally. How does that feel?
It's an honor to be in this position again. Been in this position a few times, but this right here is major to be the first person in ICC to accomplish this goal. It's a major feeling.
All right, so when you found out you got Defensive Player of the Year, what was your reaction?
I couldn't do nothing but smile. My mom was in there asleep, so I knocked on the door and said, "Mom, I said they got Defensive Player of the Year." So she said, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, they just called me," so I just couldn't do nothing but smile and just give one to God for blessing me with this talent.
Just think about it, man. All the football players throughout the entire country, and the NJCAA looks at you and said you're the best. Just coming from Calhoun City to ICC, what's it feel like?
Coming from Calhoun City to that's an honor. I don't think nobody ever been in them type of shoes, but for me to put on for them, it's an honor. I'm always rep Calhoun City. It's a big pleasure.
Now I know you're a very humble guy, and your teammates play a big role in this as well. Just talk about your guys pushing you on the field, off the field to help you get to this moment.
I want to start with the defensive line. They helped me to make tackles. Then I want to start with the other linebackers, Sean, LaKendrick, Nick. They was always there beside me, so honor to them for putting me in their position to make plays.
All right, your coaches as well. You know, those guys put you in the best position all year.
Yes,
just talk about your coaches.
Shout out to Coach Cannon for giving me the offer to get here, play at this wonderful school. Shout out to Coach Ray for working with me. Shout out to all the coaches just for being there and giving me the motivation to keep going on.
All right, now let's just talk about your time here at ICC. As a freshman, you were second team All-State, and now this year, just awards after awards after awards. You were All-State, All-Conference, All-Region, All-American, and now the Defensive Player of the Year. Just talk about from day one to today, your progression as a football player.
I got to give a shout out to the sophomores when I was a freshman. They gave me the motivation, the rules, what to do, how to follow, and I followed those, and I took it as mine as my sophomore year. I elevated the game, and I'm just honored to be in this position.
Well, I know you credit your teammates, but what just gives you that instinct? Because I was looking back at some of your highlights. You were just all over the ball, a ball hawk. Where did you develop those instincts?
Since Pee Wee, I got to give my Pee Wee coach, they gave me the fundamentals of the game. I went to junior high with the coach, they it just elevated from here to high school. So I got to give the honor to all my coaches since Pee Wee football.
All right, now let's just focus back on ICC. What does, of course, football is big for you, but what does ICC as a whole mean to you?
It made me feel like family. I feel like a home. Like when I'm at Kansas City, when I come up here, it's just like my second home. So it's just a pleasure being here.
All right, if you had to give a message to your freshmen next year, or there'd be sophomores this next season, the incoming class as well, what's that message to help carry the banner?
No matter how you start off, it's how you finish. So work hard and just keep elevating. And next we need a championship coming soon in the ICC, so gotta keep working. I'm behind y'all all the way.
All right, anything else you'd like to add, Keshun?
I just want to give respect to my mama for always being there for me on time. Thank her. I want to thank my cousins, my aunties, all of them. And shout out to my friend I lost when the season started, Michael Moe. I'm always fight. It's always for you.
All right, Sean, big honor for your program today and Keshun being named NJCAA Defensive Player of the Year. Let's just start off and talk about Keshun and what this award means to him and your program.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a big honor when you can receive, you be recognized throughout the country as one of the best, the best defensive player, for the 2019 season. It just goes to show the hard work he put in and the plays that he made for our team, and and it's a great honor for not only him but for our football team as well.
Well, knowing Keshun, he's going to be one of the first ones to say, this honor, yes, is special to him, but his teammates and you guys play a big role in that. Just talk about Keshun's attitude and how he was a leader on the team this year as well.
Yeah, he's a leader by example. He's always a spark player for us for the last 2 years. He'd go out there and make plays for us, get our team going, and and week in and week out, he was consistent. That's one thing you ask out of any football player is do that week in and week out. And I thought he from our first game to our last game, he played good football for us all throughout the year.
Well, let's talk about his career here at ICC. Now is going to be forever a memorable one with him getting this award. But from day one to today, just talk about his progression as a football player.
Yeah, it's always good to see kids come in and develop and grow on the field and off the field. And he'll always be remembered, and we'll have a picture of him in our field house. Showing his honor to the next group of kids that come through here, and showing what hard work can do for you, pay off for you in the end, to be recognized as on a national stage.
All right, and it really raises the bar going forward for your guys on defense and really the whole team, knowing that he's got this honor.
Yeah, big shoes to fill for next year for sure, and it's always hard to replace great players, and hopefully, next year somebody will step up and take his leadership role that he provided for us these last couple of years, and continue to carry that flame throughout next year.
All right, Dr. Allen, it's got to be a big award when we bring the president in and talk sports.
That's right.
Keshun Parker named National Defensive Player of the Year. Just talk about what that honor means to ICC.
Well, first of all, we're very excited for Keshun Parker. What a great opportunity for him to excel here at ICC, to be recognized for the first time ever for ICC to have a player recognized as the NJCAA Defensive Player of the Year. Tremendous honor. So proud of him, proud of our coaches being able to help him get to that level, giving him that opportunity. It's exciting for the college. I love to see our students excel on and off the field. And I hope that not only will he continue to do great things on that football field, but also continue to perform in the classroom, because we know that's what will carry him through life, is that classroom performance.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Itawamba Community College. Registration for the spring semester at Wallet Hub's #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country is open now through December the 18th, weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the Student Affairs offices on both the Fulton and Tupelo campuses. You can also register by visiting apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.